Today we're playing Orzhov Talent Show in Standard. We have Builder's Talent, we have Caretaker's Talent. We draw all the cards and play all the ridiculous 7 mana spells. Pretty delightful. Been winning with it a decent amount. Deck is a ton of fun. The thing is, I really love Standard. And I get no viewers for Limited. So there isn't really like incentive for me to stream Limited. Like, I enjoy Limited, it's good, but there's no tier 1 deck. Yeah, there kind of isn't. There's like lots of good decks. I've not seen anything that seems like the best thing to be doing though, you know? Well, if we discard Eternal Wanderer, we can get it back with Builder's Talent later. Probably reasonable. Resolving the talent seems nice. I kind of want a Cruelclaw though. And take something spooky from their hand. Or make sure our Caretaker's talent can't be answered would also be good. Okay, Temporary Lockdown is not a card I care about. Long Goodbye isn't a card I care about. This can't take Caretaker's talent, so I'm just going to take this Aclazotz. But if I take this, it will take the Aclazotz for me. But this card just doesn't do anything against me, so... Take Aclazotz, feel really happy. Any good decks in Standard that don't require many wild cards? I'm not really sure. Good question. What am I discarding? I really want to resolve the talent next time, but I also do need to answer this Liliana at some point. Am I allowed to discard Builder's Talent? That card's so good. But... Also discard land. I feel like discarding land is the slightly deranged choice, but sure. Okay, now we have 2 answers to Liliana in hand, so we're kind of safe. Even if they draw a discard spell for one of our answers. They have Lockdown for the Builder's Talent. Yeah, but if they do that, they lose their Bandit's Talent at the same time, so... Also, they just discarded the Lockdown as well. Stop playing MTG right when Standard becomes good. It was a bit of a wait. that was a rough period. It is very nice now though. I've been enjoying it a lot. Alright. Got this. Get lost. Nurturing Pixie grabs the Bandit's Talent. Synergy. Okay. I feel like if I don't answer the Liliana here, I'm asking for trouble. Yeah, I'm kind of asking for trouble if I don't. We just have to hope they don't find a way to answer our token generator. Discard the Virtue. Keep our token generator in hand. Okay, so they get to Bandit's Talent us again. I don't know, that's kind of fine. Draw a card. Might as well level this up. The Sunder answers the Bandit's Talent. But Builder's Talent's obviously the better card. I think I would like to discard Builder's Talent. I already have one of them to get back Eternal Wanderer with later. And destroying this seems pretty important. It's going to be pinging us for quite a bit. Excited for the Foundations preview? When is the Foundations preview? I'm also looking forward to it. I'm curious to see how impactful it's going to be. Doop. Draw a card, get a counter, feel pretty good. Oh, Beza. That's going to be nice for stabilizing. Yeah. I'm going to activate my 2/2 this turn. Oh, Carmen's talking about it at MagicCon Vegas. Okay, cool. Foundations is extra standard legal. Yeah, Foundations is legal and standard for longer than anything else will be. It is the most standard legal that anything can be. I kind of want to play my Aclazarts. I worry that that's greedy. Playing the Beza is also obviously pretty great. I should probably just play the Beza. I get like a token, I get my life, I have a blocker for Restless Fortress then. Ooh, spicy. Yes, let's use up this treasure. Get in there. They put me down to 6, but I'm going to have an Aclazotz in defense. Oh my god, they're firing up the Restless Fortress for the damage. That's so terrifying. I mean, it makes sense. It means that a removal spell can kill me, right? Can I kill them? Does aggro have it rough most days in these formats? I think aggro is fine in standard. I think the red-green aggressive deck is really good. I like that deck a lot. Oh, I can get back Eternal Wanderer and Flicker Beza. That's safer than playing Aclazotz, right? It gains me 4 life. That seems pretty phenomenal, honestly. Gain 4 life. Draw 2 cards. No, only draw 1 card, but... Now, if they don't kill this Eternal Wanderer or this Beza, we just get to keep flickering to gain 4 a turn. They're also just kind of dead pretty soon, I think. Okay, that's a blocker. So I can flicker the blocker, activate this. Sunder gives me a thing, and then... Oh my god. Numbers. What am I doing? I could just take the super safe line. I feel like I should be able to kill them this turn, though. I can flicker the artifact. No, I want to kill them this turn. If I can. Oh, Fountainport, make treasure, and then Sunder. Right? That does it, I think. No, I'm then 1 short. Alright, whatever. It's fine. Make a fish. A fish is not a non-creature, sadly. This is going to be good enough. This is going to gain us life so the Restless Fortress doesn't kill us. And then they're very dead next turn. Flicker Beza, cast Sunfall. Flickering Beza is so messed up against anything that's attacking you. It's kind of disgusting. All right, we definitely want 4th Beza against that deck. That card seems great. I think Lockdown's bad. They're going to have a bunch of answers to our enchantments, and we don't want to give them their ETBs again. Oh, was Caretaker copy treasure was lethal? Yeah. I think you're right. I missed that. That's a good shout. Lockdown's pretty stinky, right? It has targets, but the targets are things I don't really want to be using on. Like, Nurturing Pixie already draws them a card. The land, like, they're activating that. We've got Demo Fields 4 or whatever. Don't really want to be using a spell to answer it. Do I want Outrageous Robbery? Probably not, right? Maybe. It's good in, like, the top deck war, but it's bad in the games where we're getting beaten down. I'm gonna bring it in, but it might be really bad. I don't know. We'll find out. Find out soon. Draw, keep. Easy. Duress my Caretakers. Yep. Seems good. Hopeless Nightmare, yeah. I just want to discard this Virtue. Doesn't seem great against that deck. Right, so I need to keep my lands. I should probably just get rid of the Sunfall. Demo Field can find planes to pick up Hopeless Nightmare. Potentially. We keep drawing our basics. So this Demo Field's actually going to find our final basic. We have none left in our deck. When it making Orzhov discard the even newer scourge of standard. No, my Beza! Rude. Okay. Goodbye, friend. That is a blank piece of cardboard. I can just discard the Fabled Passage, right? So if I destroy this in response, this also doesn't become a 2/2. I guess they get 2 maps. Shrug. I will discard this blank piece of cardboard. It's kind of a land. Yes. I think this game's going to be hard. Need to find some card advantage soon. We are dying a little bit. Okay, that card needs to be removed on site. I guess killing it now is bad if we draw Sunfall. There's also a bunch of cards I would like to tap out for next turn. I feel like Sunfall will be good at some point. Hey. When they declare attackers, then we have 2 less mana this turn. And there's like a bunch of cards I'd like to be able to cast if I draw. Kai is kind of unbeatable, but it does require us finding a 7th land. If we find that 7th land, we like basically win the game though. I guess if we put her in the yard and we draw a Builder's Talent, we can just get her back. I should probably just get rid of her. I think hoping that we still... They have so much discard in their deck, hoping that we still get to keep her in hand when we have our 7th land is so unlikely. And this way, Builder's Talent is like very live to get back a Kaya. So, it seems fine. Yeah. That card is dying immediately. That lost pretty awkward against Rod and Mouth Viper. Gives them things to sacrifice. Luckily, we can answer it. Okay. I should just play out my land because of all that discard. And we have 7 drops we want to cast if we draw them. Uh-oh. They have another Viper. Frick. Can we have a Sunfall? Any Sunfalls? Not quite. I'm dead, right? I can make a treasure and sacrifice it, or a blocker or whatever, and neither's good enough. Cool. Second Viper. Spooky. That game actually didn't change my opinion on Cut Down very much. I know Cut Down would have like saved us a lot of life against the Pixie, but we would still probably have lost the top deck war. We would have been down a card. This is secretly a Dust Animus matchup, you know? Maybe. Card is pretty bad against Liliana, specifically. But even then, you can try and get an 0-4 in play. Yeah, Dust Animus might be good here. Might be. What card would be sideboard out? Temporary Lockdown. Temporary Lockdown's really scary to cast against them because they have all the ETB discard. So if they destroy your Temporary Lockdown, they just get to discard you again. So I think it's just really really scary to bring in Lockdown. You're not sold on Robbery? Kind of same. I don't know. 4-mana Divination. Not quite a 4-mana Divination. The thing is, if you get lands with it, then you can discard the lands from your hand. It's certainly not amazing, though. I think mostly I'm kind of scared about having too many answers. Because answers can line up poorly when they're discarding us so much. An Outrageous Robbery is decidedly not an answer, but yes, I keep this incredibly bad hand because they're a discard deck. Sure, why not? Breach could be playable. I think it's probably too much mana. The other 7 mana spells have the advantage that if we discard them, we can get them back with Builder's Talent. It is a good top deck, but I think I probably don't like it. Right, that is a very nice card. If we get to untap with it still in our hand somehow. Against all odds. Ooh, we do get to untap with it in our hand. Playing Caves of Koilos gives them perfect info. I don't love, but also slightly more important than second Fountainport if we have to discard a card. Giving away free mana for the Serpent. Yeah, it's pretty awkward against Serpent, but it also kills Serpent, so probably just need it. Wow. This is pretty good news for me. Let's play out this Beza. For literal years. So many. 51 months is like a bit over 4 years, right? Thank you so much, Espen, for the literal years of support. Heck yeah. Thank you, thank you. Possible discarding Get Lost is asking for trouble. Both these cards are pretty incredible. They can't invite for me next turn. Ooh, that is a very nice card, but we're definitely doing this. Destroy. Although I guess this doesn't need to die immediately. But I really want to make a token. So do it. Nice. Taking all the damage. Do I want to give them a card? They've missed a land drop. I really don't want to give them a card. I'm just gonna take the best card from their hand. What? So Liliana answers my Beza, but just dies to my 2/2. Zoraline is very expensive at the moment, though will be good at some point. Legions to Ashes answers my Caretakers. I kind of want to take Legions to Ashes and keep this Caretakers around. Rumors claim years are a thing. Wild claim. Wild if true. Right, they draw a land. That lets them cast their other Pixie if they want. Nice little blocker to protect Liliana, potentially. Goodbye, Beza. Yeah, this is pretty good. Oh, they just pick up Liliana. I'm kind of okay with that. Okay, land's good. It means we get to draw 2 off Caretakers this turn. Obviously, these Pixies are kind of killing me pretty fast, but fine. They are the Bandit's Talent. Cool. I could definitely lose this. I guess the Pixies are what have been killing me the last couple games. Maybe I need to respect them more. Flying continues to be cheat. Yeah, it's pretty good right here. Won't deny. Flying, very good against Builder's Talent, of course. Alright, let's make a 1/1, draw a card. Beza is a good one. Gains me 4 life. Just go for it. And then we can get lost as Zoraline. I guess it only gives me a couple life because of these stupid Caves of Koilos. That's still fine, right? Still pretty good. Act with fish first, you're right. I should have done that. 100%. Okay, Kaya is incredible. But I have to be a little bit... the Liliana Plus would take Kaya. Liliana Plus would be such a crazy play, though. Kind of hard to imagine. It sure would get me. However, it sure would get me. Right, let's just kill this Zoraline. Hope they don't Liliana Plus, I guess. But even if they Liliana Plus, we just get Kaya back with Builder's Talent. We're fine. We're fine. Ruthless Negotiation is the card that actually gets me. I see. I will sacrifice this fish. They have a Restless Fortress. Spooky. Oh my god, this Kaya costs me 2 life. Oh my god, that's actually really bad. Yeah, these pain lands are killing me. Hey, no, it's going well. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, these pain lands are killing me real bad. So I go down to 5. I answer the Viper, but I'm not dead on board then, so I guess I do it. They'll have a chump blocker in the form of the Viper. Yeah. Draw a card. Amazing. Dead to Manland. No, we have a flyer to block a Pixie with. We're not dead. Oh my god, I can copy the Viper, I guess. That's also pretty good. Get another flying blocker. Get another Viper trigger. Possible I meant to attack here. I don't know. Probably doesn't make any difference to the outcome of the game realistically. Shoutouts to Kaya. Yeah, exiling Caretaker's talent with Kaya is quite delightful. It's true. Oh, I can exile a Pixie to pick up Beza. That's pretty great. I guess that's the plan, right? I go to 1, but then I gain 4. I lose my Kaya. I have this builder's talent, and also it just doesn't remotely matter. After, you know what would have been hilarious? The ping land. The, like, Orzhov desert. That would have been so disgusting. I guess I could have attacked them for 4 or whatever. Their life total doesn't matter. Not what this game is about. Yeah, level 2 targeting itself is very, very silly. I agree. On the Caretaker's talent. Player discards a card. Sure. Acceptable. Maybe should have activated this first. Details. Alright, do I have lethal? 4, 8, 12. I mean, I have a Kaya in my yard. I don't know. Probably just do that. I guess that's probably pretty good. Yeah. Opponent sees the writing on the wall. What's that? Doing nothing till turn 4? Easy keep. How is everything? Things are actually pretty good now. I had a very rough couple months for a bunch of reasons. Yeah, that seems like a fantastic card. But the last few weeks, things have picked up a whole lot. Which, you know, is nice. Love that. Alright, let's see what we take. I do have a Beanstalk, which is a little spooky. Wow, their hand is kind of awful, which is actually unfortunate, because I really wanted to take something good from it. But hey, I guess we'll probably be get-losting a Beanstalk. Glad to hear it's getting better, thank you. Yeah, things have been improving. Which is nice. And like, I have some positive stuff on the horizon too. They scryed to the top, right? I should maybe demo field them. Like, I could just get lost now, but demo fielding them is probably pretty reasonable. You're emotionally preparing for Standard. Standard's really fun right now. Nicole, like, I think you're probably gonna have a good time with it. Or I've been enjoying it a lot. I get to do my stupid white mid-range nonsense, like what more could I want? Escaped back to your limited corner. The limited corner is safe. Nothing can hurt you in the limited corner. Yeah, the Caretaker's talent card is pretty silly. It draws so many cards. Finding more lands would be good. But alright, I have to kill this now. I kind of want to use the one from my hand because I have Beza in my deck. It does mean the one I stole from them is face up, which is unfortunate, but I don't know. Literally have Beza in my deck. Should get cards out of my hand. No Innkeeper's Talents can hurt you. We're actually dying to Innkeeper's Talent a little bit recently. Well, I think I've improved the matchup. Innkeeper's Talent is quite strong. In shocking news. Alright, please destroy my Builder's Talent. Begging you. I want to resolve this Caretakers. Maybe we're just gonna get Attracts at this game. It's been played in Golgari. It's really sweet in Golgari because it lets you combo kill your opponent, which, you know, is nice. Yeah, the Braska shenanigans. It's really funny. Beza. I mean, that's a fine card. I don't think I'm allowed to keep it. But Enemy wants to keep it because, like, there's a chance that next turn they have more lands in play and they, like, do an Atraxa to draw cards. So maybe I'm meant to. Maybe I was meant to keep Beza. Anyway, we're here now. Yeah, the Splinter Twin combo with Vraska and Innkeeper's Talent is, like, more real than you'd expect. Because they're both just kind of good cards already, is the thing. You missed Luminarch Aspirant. That card was delightful. Love me some Luminarch Aspirant. Main deck Jace. That is utterly terrifying. They can't mill me though, because I have Builder's Talent in play. At least they could kill the Builder's Talent, but are they even allowed to mill me? I'm probably just going to draw a card. Oh no, they are milling me. Okay. Sure. They mill a Kaya. So for the rest of the game, we have the potential to get a Kaya back. Obviously, they're probably going to get lost this Builder's Talent, but we have others. I guess I'm just going to do this. Force the action. How many Builder's Talents left? I guess we only have one Builder's Talent left in the deck, which is unfortunate. And one Kaya. Oh, what's the Splinter Twin in Pauper? That's interesting. Interesting to hear about. I could get Eternal Wanderer going. I kind of just want to try and get talents going instead there. Probably just gets Leyline Binding, but that's fine. No, doesn't even get Leyline Binding. Amazing. Copy this. Draw a card. Find a Get Lost. I could just kill that Beanstalk. Infinite colorless mana and an arbitrarily large lizard. That rolls off the tongue. I think I'm like pretty obligated to kill the Beanstalk, right? Much as I would like to dig for lands here. Aspie, hey! Welcome, welcome. Good to see ya. They cannot answer my talent. Nice. Obviously, another Jace at any point would be kind of game over, but they haven't done it yet. Probably just want to get my Eternal Wanderer going so I can start killing them or pressuring them. Three steps ahead. Oh my god, that deck is this something that's played in Domain now? This seems really cool. I kind of love that. Not commonly. It feels like it should be. Like, every time people talk about what Domain looks like nowadays, I'm just so baffled. It feels like people put so many bad cards in their Domain lists when they could be playing good cards like free SA. Opponent is just cooking. They're just building a good list. Free SA is just like absurd card. Very powerful. Probably fixes a lot of Domain's issues too. Alright, it's a lockdown. Sure. The double blue in that deck. I mean, they have Cornucopia, right? I don't know. Seems fine. Interesting. I guess we just get those Caretakers going. How many basics they have? I wonder if Demo Field is like... Kills a thing here. Yeah, you need multiple blue in their list. Sounds good to me, though. I could save this for a Leyline Binding, but I really want to draw 2 and get something going, because I feel like we're on a clock here with them having Jace in their deck and free SA. Both of those cards can kind of just lock me out pretty easily. So... Also, we can get Lost the Binding, right? Do I want to do that? Probably. Yeah, I guess so. It does draw me another card. Right, draw 2. Yeah, you don't get like just cancel mode that often. You probably get it some amount of the time when you need it. And you can at least use it to like filter through your deck to find your sweepers sometimes as well. I don't know. It seems pretty interesting to me, at least. So this would just get back Beza's, the Virtue. Is that better than just drawing cards? I'm very scared of dying in general. Oh boy. I guess I just do this. Draw 2. I'm amazed they haven't found an Atraxa yet. And relieved. Both of these things. In great quantities. Making a 1/1's probably better than making a treasure, right? At the moment. If I do it now, I can get 2 1/1s down. Is that worth? That means I get to start attacking. Guess I'm just going to chill for one more turn, but pretty soon we are going to have to kill them before they can find a Jace or an Atraxa. Maybe they're playing with 0 Atraxas. That sounds like it would be questionable and make this Cavanon Angel a bit strange. Alright, let's get back Kaya. I guess it's not super clear that Kaya would be better than Eternal Wanderer. Eternal Wanderer kills pretty fast. Right? I don't know. Who knows? Alright, what's this Kaya doing? I know what opponent wants. I was drawing cards. We're dead to a Jace anyway. It doesn't matter. We can't beat a single Jace even if we draw less cards. Like, there's no point trying to pretend we can. Yeah, Wanderer and level 3 Caretakers. Although now we can exile the Builder's Talent next turn and get back Wanderer. So we can kind of get there anyway. But yeah, it's a little bit... maybe a little bit slow. The fish. Get the counter, start attacking. Alright, please continue to not Jace or Atraxa me. Alright. Well, I guess we can kill this to get back. Oh no, it gets its ETB, so it hits the things again. That's so funny. Although then we can yeah, we can just do it, right? I guess it's fine. Because then we can just, like, cut down this. Get our stuff back. This is so goofy. This is so goofy. Alright, 11 cards remain. Amazing. Let's kill this. This is a fun line, I agree. See, we have to get lost, so this is fine. Get back Eternal Wanderer. Start making tutus. I very much do not want to draw 2 cards in their turn. So I guess I could make a 1/1 now instead. How many more sweepers? They haven't cast a Sunfall yet. They have a lot of bangers left in that deck at the moment. Pretty good. Oh boy. Oh boy. Deck needs 100 cards. Yeah. Oh, they're activating for the maps. That's so sick. Cornucopia probably gets milled. Problem. I have a demo field, it's not a problem. Everything's fine. There she is indeed. The leading lady, Atraxa herself. Oh, it's a May search? I think. Well, thank you, opponent. Yeah, demo isn't. Indeed. Luckily, opponent did not know that, otherwise we'd be in a lot of trouble. Okay. Huh? How does the type replacement, the number replacement work here? It is a 1/1. Amazing. You love to see it. Playing out a third talent is really awkward. For obvious reasons. However, it does give me another double striker, which means if they don't have the Sunfall, we're much more likely to kill them, I guess. Might just deck here, though. Kind of want an untapped land more than anything, I guess. Alright, opponent. Please don't have another sweeper. Or anything. Anything of relevance, really. Oh boy. No, why? Why is that deck built so much better than all the other domain lists? We're playing good cards. Okay. On to game 2. They bricked so badly that game 2. They gave us all the opportunity in the world, we just couldn't capitalize. Alright, bring in some Duresses. Bring in some Sunders. Bring in Breach and Robbery. Maybe bring in Dust Animus, question mark. Sheoldred's Edict seems pretty heinous. Beza seems pretty heinous. I guess Sunfall at least answers the stupid make a bunch of beasts card. Return your graveyard to your library. Not in black-white, I think. I can't think of any. Do I want the Dust Animus? Maybe. Oh, Virtue's pretty heinous, right? Maybe a Beza or two is fine. They kind of attack, I guess. Give us more things to breach into. I guess Eternal Wanderer kind of answers the Beast's Guard. Maybe I can cut another Sunfall. Try this. Alright, game 2. I'll play first. I guess I will keep this. Has Caretaker's Talent, although we don't have any disruption in this hand. Oh, we don't have any discard, rather. Hard game 1 if they have Jace, but fine post board. That's what I'm hoping. This is our first time actually facing a domain deck, but I'm certainly hoping it plays out that way. I could have got a swamp there in case you draw Cruelclaws, but double white is just so important. We are just going to run out the Caretakers next turn. Okay, there's a Beanstalk. I just want to kill that. Maybe this is a waste, but... Duress. God, I would love to Duress them first. The thing is, if they Binding Talent, we then just get to Sunder it back anyway, and I really want to use my mana well. I could Demo Field into Duress, I guess. Maybe that's fine. I think I'm just gonna jam. Wow, they don't have Binding open. They could get Lost Me, of course. They do not do that. Kind of just want to make it 1/1. Alright, cool. We get our Card draw. Very nice. Next time we start duressing them. I'm glad that worked out, Sophia. Jace. Yeah. Wonderful. Oh my god, I'm so fed up with Jace already. How do we beat that card? Alright, let's duress them. See what they have. Another Jace, I see, and an Analyze to fetch it. Jace, yep. Oh boy, yeah. The hand's pretty great, huh? Well, probably take the unbeatable card. They need to print a tie binder in Orzhov for me. Oh, it doesn't fetch Jace? Ah, okay. So not in quite as much danger as I thought. I might still want to duress them anyway and take this beanstalk though. I guess we have Sunder for beanstalk. Fine. Yeah. Just sack one of these, draw a card. Fetches Atraxa. They're a little ways away from Atraxa. All our builders' talents are down, of note. Still have both Kayas in the deck. Still have one Cruelclaw and an Outrageous Robbery in the deck. Alright, they're gonna analyze. Probably fetch a forest so they can beanstalk this time. Yeah, that makes sense. Lets them like kick throwback later as well. Cool. They draw a card. We are gonna draw ourselves a card. This is on Dinosaur. Amazing. Okay, so I don't want to cast this Eternal Wanderer until we know she's safe. I guess the plan is we duress them. Right, well, their Get Lost is protected. Interesting. And then I kill this beanstalk. Swing with my 1/1. Yeah, seems good. They can throw back here to hit my yard, I guess. Pretty acceptable. They heard my great. Find another land. They're building towards Atraxa slowly but surely. Into swamps. That's all 4 colors sorted. Okay, we know their complete hand now. They leave the card on top. Means I should probably demo field instead of fountainporting. I don't know. Maybe I'm still just meant to fountainport anyway. Use my mana better. Like, no, they're like forced to find a land here. They can't afford to go down a land. Yeah, we just want to demo field them then. Seems good. And I can hit the blue source because they have free SA in their deck and Jace. So I guess they're just going to get an island anyway, but you know, at least choose into their colors a bit, I suppose. And activate this. Oh my god. I can't Eternal Wanderer afterwards, which is really sad, but I guess I want to attack first because they're going to get lost one of my things. Yeah, it's Tidebinder versus Jace specifically. That's true. Maybe I do need to consider that card. I don't know. It doesn't sound amazing to me, but could be wrong. Alright, let's make them get lost a thing we don't care about. Yeah, in mono white, because you don't have the discard in mono white. That makes sense. By Beza, I don't draw a card. I do get a 4/5. Probably just want to use this Fountainport instead. Yes. I would like Kaya. And confirm. Yeah, Surge of Salvation. That's a good point. Oh wow, this is what they're doing? Sure. Deal. This might be aggressive. Pretty interested in denying them these maps to dig for. Something I'm actually scared of. I guess I give them a scry. Didn't really consider that. They keep on top. Okay, we get an Atraxa too, and we get to discard spell them. This isn't the end of the world. It's like pretty bad though. It is pretty bad. Zergo and Ojutai. How do we beat a Zergo and Ojutai? Good question. I guess they can't cast it currently. Funny. Anyway, give me an Atraxa, please. Sure. I'm probably meant to take this. No, I want an untapped land. Yeah, cool. So I can play my Eternal Wanderer this turn. Mostly you just kind of don't win these matchups, unfortunately. You sure do try your hardest. Well, I was planning on taking in the gate. Well, I guess I still get to. I don't know. Anyway, game 3, because apparently my opponent scooped. It's very surprising. Not feel like we had won that yet, but this does answer Zergo and Ojutai, just saying. I guess. I suppose it does. Alright. Early concession, yeah, especially when we're losing to time. Which was what was happening. Yeah, mostly you just struggle in these matchups. And like, we've done all we can to help, and it does help, but yeah, Outrageous Robbery is a very good card in the matchup for sure. It's part of the reason I play it. Definitely helps give you a little bit of a fighting chance. Alright, no real interaction in this hand, but we have some fine setup at least. US. Emulate Sunfall. Okay. Breach into their own Jace. Yeah. Certainly happen. Ooh, Cruelclaw's Heist. I think I loot and then I fire off the Heist. Is the plan here? Maybe discard the other vault instead. Doesn't really matter. Makes no difference. Atraxa and free SA. Free SA is very, very strong here, but they have a tap land next turn. I guess we just take the Atraxa? Yeah. problem is if I jam Caretaker's Talent, they just get to get lost it. Oh, this is interesting. Hedge Maze digs for more Hedge Mazes, it's true. They have a lot of blue mana right now. They're fine on blue mana at the moment. I guess we just start drawing 2 a turn with our Collector's Vault. And worry about the free SA later. We'll find a discard spell eventually. Oh, if I'd heisted it, true. Yeah, it'd be really bad for me. That's a good point. I'd not considered that. Good point, well presented. Oh, they are digging for something scary. 8 treasures, that's the plan. Oh yeah, treasures to kick free SA, yeah. That is a thing you can do, for sure. Oh yeah. Possible I want to keep this treasure around, but I guess I'm sacking it. Duress. Good one. I don't know that I do it quite yet. Just make another treasure. It's a non-basic land, they discard it. Yeah. Pretty good. I love Caretaker's Talent, but we should probably get rid of one of them, I guess. Maybe. Sadness. Yeah. Sunder to kill the cornucopia. Now that is nice. Okay. Let's duress them. Force action on this free SA. Alright, pretty good. Pretty good turn for them. Not clear that this Dust Animus is actually going to do anything. It's trying its best, okay? It's trying its best. And I respect it for that. Probably just going to cast an Atraxer and make it look really silly. Draw a card. Amazing. Everything I ever wanted. Alright, fine. Stupid card. Yep. Let's start digging for Jaces. Eating a get lost. Yeah, the Dust Animus did what it needed to. And I respect it for that. You know? I kind of just want to flicker this cornucopia. I think they missed a land drop that turn. This is definitely the most deranged play I could make. But I think it's pretty good. I think it's like legitimately pretty good. I don't know. Then they have to choose between attacking me or attacking Eternal Wanderer, like... Funk. Yeah, they don't even kill it. To a player or battle. Notably not a Planeswalker. I guess they could have a get lost. That's fine, if so. Alright, this is their turn. This is such good news for me. I guess they could have negate open now, and that would be annoying, but we have a Traxer, so you know. Seems fine. Kill the Collector's Vault. The respect. I love it. Oh, now they're killing the talent. Right. That's fine. Yeah, I'm very okay with everything that's happening here. Oh, they kill the... Yeah, that's fine. I just Atraxa, right? Because I can find a discard spell whilst I'm at it. Yeah. Hope they don't have a way to flicker their Atraxa. That would be, like, pretty rude. Duress, thank you. Builder's Talent. Oh my god. This is so many cards. I might want to take less cards. Let's remove cards from my library. Unclear that I really want that to happen. Alright, they can Sunfall this. That seems fine, but... The Atraxa's killing them pretty quickly. Maybe I just leave them with Beanstalk. I can just blow up the Beanstalk. We're the aggressor. Beat down, rawr. Who shall stop this ferocious beatdown? Surely not our opponent. Dragon. Yeah. Alright, that's a migration. Go find a land, sure. I guess Leyline Binding on Atraxa could go poorly for us, because then they could blow up the Leyline Binding to get it back, but, you know, fine. Oh, I could have exiled the Thrillback and used that to blow up their thing. Yeah, they sideboard in a lot of cards in place of ramp. Indeed. They just have to hope it works out. Alright, they did have the negate, but there are at least 2 more Kayas where that came from, so... I think we'll be fine. They leave the card on top. Never... I really need to pay closer attention. I guess I can just robbery them instead of Kairing. Yeah, why not just rob them? Seems pretty good. Might be worse than getting a Kaya going, but you know. Oh boy. You like that card? Give it. Hand it over. Took me that hedge maze. Can't win without a hedge maze. Too important. Oh no. Okay. Mono red's a really bad matchup. This hand's pretty good though. This hand is pretty good. I'm still kind of assuming I'm probably dead, but Builder's Talent plus Beza does buy time. But yeah, mono red's rough. Cannot deny. Okay, Sunfall helps as well. Get down this talent. Opar 04 does something. Alright, do they have the Monstrous Rage here? Oh, they have the Deal 5. That's pretty good too. Go to 10. Alright, let's make a 2/2 and play a tap land. So I can play Beza next turn. That's fine. Do I want it? I think the answer is no. Might be wrong about that. Alright, Beza. Come on, my friend. Oh, What's a shock? That's 7. Go back up to 7. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the consensus is on that one. Personally, I've always preferred the blue-white side, but I think it depends a bit on how you build your deck more than anything. Cruelclaw's Heist would cost me a life to cast. I think that's still worth it. We're definitely a bit spooky. You think it's talent? Yeah, I could also have done that through. I'm scared of pump spells though. Was my thinking. I guess now I'm dead to the Scoundrel. No, I can chump block the Scoundrel. Oh. I'm dead regardless. Okay. Yeah, Mono Red's just a really tough matchup. There's not really much we can do about it without rebuilding the deck. Now we're dead. No, we could chump block the Scoundrel with a 1-1. We weren't dead on board. But we are dead to the hand. Rip. Oh boy. Very scary. Alright, Lockdown's in. Beza in. Dust Animus. Duresses. Final Wanderers out. Mightstone and Weakstone out. I'm never sure how many Sunders we want. Sunder does help against Forge, which is obviously a very scary card. Not a very impressive card outside of that. So much for us last game. Indeed, indeed. To be fair, there were not many cards that were saving us there. Yeah, no witnesses should be good too. I agree. Do we actually want Kaya? She does gain a lot of life. Like, if we stabilize and resolve a Kaya, we probably win, but it's kind of asking for a lot. It's also possible the Duresses are bad if they're not on the pump spell combo version. I could also trim on Caretakers. I might not need all 4 copies. Might be kind of a lot of copies against that deck. Let's try this. A rare matchup where we actually trim on Caretakers. I mean, it has 2 bases. 4 shock and 4 lightning strike again. Indeed. The way Mono Red was meant to be. Okay, so the good news is we won that game. Bad news is we are now on the draw, of course. I wonder if I want more Sunders. They probably... Is Kumano still on standard? Or was that in... I feel like that rotated. Yeah, it did rotate. Yeah. Cool. I am glad I feel correct about that. I just feel like these Caretaker's talents are not going to be very amazing against my opponent, but I'm also not sure how functional our deck is if we sideboard out all 4 copies. Well, I guess this Caves of Koilos is pretty brutal. That's a good card. When I go Duress into talent, it costs me 2 life, but it means my 0-4 is more likely to live. Alright, Sunspire Links. Wild. Oh. Yes, we are getting Sunspire Links. That is a good card against Sunspire Links. 2 off of it. Apparently so. I can play the Builder's Talent. I guess I meant to. It cost me a couple life of the stupid Pain land, but probably worth it. I would like to block. Please and thank you. The links. I take 2. I hope to draw a land next turn. Not playing out the Swifty. Okay. Interesting. We go to 10. All right. Hired Claw. Oh my god, land would have been so good. Okay, well. Oh, Beza. Beza's also potentially going to be pretty good at some point. Do I want to just sack my token to draw a card on their end step? Or do I want to make a 2/2 that blocks, like, really well? The 2/2, like, really blocks well, is the thing. Against what we know. There's no guarantee the land we find is going to be untapped. Yeah, it could also be a 3/3, true. So I think I'd rather have it be a 2/2, maybe? I don't know. It's kind of tricky. Alright, we're going to draw a land and it's going to be amazing. Please. Please. I guess this is going to the yard. That's like a little spooky. Untapped land. I need to be more specific. One day I'll learn. Okay. We go to 3. Do I have the Beza first? Yeah, untapped white land, indeed. Yeah. If I Beza first, do I live? The thing is, if I know witnesses, the Swift Spear just kills me if they have a spell on top of that deck. The Beza puts me at 7 and we get 3 blockers. Save Beza. I think I have to Beza. If I don't Beza and they have a spell on top of that deck, I literally die. Or if they draw a land for Squee, I literally die. Like, either way. 1 or more lizards. Oh my god. Synergy. Oh boy. Okay. Pretty good. Here we are witnessing no witnesses being wildly worse than Sunfoil because it doesn't exile, incidentally. Just like astronomically worse than Sunfall. So I guess we just die anyway. Cool. Well, mono red is so hard, y'all. I guess we didn't draw a temporary lockdown. Would we have got there if no witnesses had been temporary lockdown? Maybe. Honestly, we might have. Well, that's what I get for putting a bad card in my deck instead of a good card, I guess. It's like, I was thinking no witnesses would be really nice against Convoke because it kills the stupid 4/4. Maybe it should just be the 4th temporary lockdown, though. Can't wait for Sunfall to rotate. I don't know if that's an unpopular opinion. Even as someone who plays the card a lot, yeah, I'm very aware the card's a bit obnoxious. And format warping. But it's fine. There's always a card like that, right? Like Supreme Verdict was it for a couple years. Like, just how Magic works. Okay, land is good. Do I want to kick this? Kind of. I don't necessarily have a huge amount going on. Fabled Passage means they're probably a slow deck. Interesting. It's this deck again. This deck felt like a very scary matchup earlier. Annoying. If I hadn't kicked it, I feel like this choice would be pretty easy. We just like take the Founding because it enables their engine. Founding's pretty bad for me though. Is the problem. Oh, I can cast Heist again off Founding. Maybe Founding's good. I take everything back. Oh, they return this to their hand with the whale. That's fine though. It turns the whale into a Founding. It takes up like some time. Yeah. Fine. I don't know that I would say Sunfall is too cheap for what it does. I don't know that I agree with that. It's just like a very strong card, and very strong cards are allowed to exist. Oh, they didn't have blue-black. Maybe I should have just played this out. I kind of assumed they would have had blue-black open for some reason. Right, land is nice. I get to Cruelclaw them immediately. With a gift or without? I don't really have a huge amount going on at the moment, but also gifting them a card, a little risky. I guess I do it. They have some spicy stuff to take. Or I could also just take this, and that's fine as well. Squemergence gets back Founding. That's funny. Doesn't do anything for me though. Yeah, let's do this. Helps us dig for our lands or find something to make tokens with. Yeah, Starfall Invocation. Definitely a pretty solid card, but like you say, it is no Sunfall. It's kind of not remotely close. Interesting. Sorcery. Okay, so look at the top 3 and put 1 into your hand. Cool. Let's just do it. I suppose so. A little bit on the slow end, but you know. Soon we will make a token, and then we'll draw a whole deck. Alright, can they Lumra me? Lumra is definitely a big power boost to these Squemergent stacks, I will say. Lumra has looked very impressive in these decks. You just get so many lands. You know, in quite a bit of danger. They're big. It true. Can confirm. All right. feeling this is really weird because then they can like get it back, but they're smart. They might just sack the Limra, as Limra is exposed to Sunfall. Hopefully they do not do that. Kind of have to take a risk here and hope they mess up, because I'm very far behind. Okay, cool. That's a relief at least. Hiya, you say. Okay. Let's draw a card. Limra over Aftermath Analyst. It's very large and in charge. It is possible they should be playing Aftermath Analyst. Either instead of or in addition to. Limra's definitely pretty good at killing people though. Cannot deny that. Alright, take 4. Oh my god, I'm so fed up with Jace. This is our 3rd Jace match today. We've won both our previous Jace matches today, to be fair. It's not like we've been losing to the card. But I'm very fed up of the card. Get lost for founding, thank goodness. That will save us. Do I have to kill Restless Reef instead of getting my other caretakers online? Probably. Probably. I still get to copy this though. Thing. Okay, there's our land for Kaya. I guess I can chill on killing the Restless Reef. Feels pretty astronomically likely it's gonna happen though. I guess if I don't chill, I get to make it 2-2. Honestly, not irrelevant. Meh, there you go. Alright, need them to brick for a couple turns. That is technically a brick. Amazing. Was not expecting that to be a brick. Oh, they could bitter triumph their land here to deny me my land. That would have been so brutal. Holy shit. Alright, what am I doing with this Kaya? Zeroing seems exceptionally dangerous. Giving them those scries. I wonder if I'm just meant to minus on Prankster. Seems kind of crazy. Obviously, Harvester of Mystery of whatever then kills it. Or they could bitter triumph it, either way. But I don't know. I have Builder's Talent to get back Kaya is the thing. If they let this resolve, I get to draw a card. It means they have to play out their Harvester if they want something to crack maps on. Is Sorcerer Spyglass ever good versus Jace? Potentially. A lot of people are bringing in Disenchants against you though, because of all your talents. That definitely, you know, hurts Spyglass a little bit because people can remove it. Founding the 3rd path. Yeah. Does that mean I'm dead? I think that means I'm dead. Right? Because they just get a Jace and mill me 15. Not ideal. Do I have any Cruelclaws left? I have exactly, and I have no Cruelclaws left. It's pre-board, so I don't have Robbery or Rest in Peace in the deck. Yeah, I suppose I am dead. Rumbles in Jace. That is very good. Shocking news, I know. I think Virtue is actually bad, even if it looks like it could be good. I think it is deceptive. Oh, hey, AJ. Good to see you. I think the window where Sunder hits anything is kind of slim. Let's try this. Like, obviously when you hit a Founding, you're pretty happy, but the top deck Foundings, it never touches. Oh no, that is actually a thing people do with Carrot Cake. That's the more standard version of building this kind of deck. Most people build it with a lot more creature tokens, which definitely helps with make the Caretakers stronger, but also plays like a little awkwardly with Sunfall sometimes, so it's tricky. Yeah, it feels really mopey on its own, but it's like good as a synergy piece. We're not Carrot Cake believers indeed. I'm not the biggest fan of Carrot Cake. It's like fine. I should probably mulligan this. I should probably keep this. Thunder is actually good specifically in the opening hand, so I'm gonna get rid of a land. Getting rid of a land off the top feels greedy. Don't know. Carrot Cake believer in limited. Oh, absolutely. It's very good in limited. Definitely agree with that. Pretty absurd card in limited. Alright, we get to Sunder the Founding. They do get a nice tasty mill 4 out of it. And they hit 4 permanents. Great. Sure. Sure. They have 5 permanents in yard. They're only 1 away from getting back a Lumra. Yep. They now have 6 permanents in yard. I'm so dead. I am so dead. Oh my lord. Wow. Now I kind of wish I'd waited so I had more info on what to get rid of. I don't know. I feel like this game's probably just over, but I guess we'll see. Hard mulling for it. Ooh, opponent doesn't have it. Amazing. Yeah, Rip is definitely quite good against them. Am I allowed to just jam into negate? Guess I'm going to. I have to get through the negate at some point, right? Wow. That's pretty good for me. That is something. At least. Now I can start Collector's Vaulting. They have the rest in their deck, which is a reason not to do this now. But we also have discard spells in our deck, so seems pretty straightforward. And we already have a card we want to discard. I guess waiting would have been better against Cruelty of Gix. Oh, they're just gonna get back in a track, so never mind. I'm being silly. Yeah, pretty good. I suppose they hit 1 land. Could be worse for us. That was actually surprisingly manageable. Interesting. Yep. Duress bricked. Amazing. Oh boy. Okay. Cool. Cool. Well, also the limber is one too big to die to my Mightstone as well. Yeah, the Duress would have helped us recover from this Atraxa trigger. It's actually like particularly awkward. Timeless metagame challenge? Probably not. I have never played a single game of Timeless before. It's hard to imagine doing too well in it. Alright. Getting back Squamudge. Sorry, they're getting back Founding. I am shocked they're not playing an Atraxa here. I guess they really want to duress me first. Well, they want to Bitter Triumph. Sure. Casting Atraxa is an underrated skill, indeed. I'm genuinely very surprised they didn't Atraxa me, but hey. What do I know? Interesting. Put this down. And say go, and then I get to make a treasure in their turn. I wonder if I was just meant to max level the Caretakers. I don't know. Could have been pretty good. Cruelclaw's Heist. Ooh, my own Atraxa, you say? Like, I can trade off of this Limra. It's not clear I'm even meant to do that. So maybe I am. It makes my Sunfall worse. It's like the weird thing, right? Alright, how bad is it for me? Creature and land. That is very acceptable. Now I get to steal their other Atraxa. Wow, that's like the worst Atraxa I've ever seen in my life. Genuinely kind of impressed with how bad that Atraxa was. Jace. And a Squirmergence, Jesus Christ. I mean, obviously we're taking the Atraxa. Right? I'm probably casting the Atraxa. All their cards are good, yeah. Indeed. Okay. I mean, these are some exceptional cards if we get to use them. We have 3 mana, so I can double discard and take both the Jace and the Squirmergence. Or take the Jace and then rest in peace. That's probably better. I suppose. Yeah, my Atraxa was a bit better than my opponent's, it must be said. Atraxa is very good in that deck. I'm surprised I didn't play Elishnorn first to draw 2. Oh my god, we can Kaya their Atraxa. That seems like pretty unnecessary though. Seems pretty unnecessary. Yeah, I'm just gonna block. Atraxa reportedly an okay card, indeed. Many are saying this. Shocking news for everyone. Yeah, seems pretty good. I don't know if opponent's deck is... I guess opponent's deck is too many cards, huh? You're just right. Did they scry to the top? I think they did. I feel like I ask this question literally every game I play today. Also, it tapped my Caves of Koilos, which is actually really annoying. Holy shit. I guess that's really annoying. Okay. I mean, we can turn off their ETBs by stealing their Elishnorn. That seems fine. That seems like it's going to shut off a lot of their deck. Wait, why do we not draw 2? Oh, because it only triggers once, right? Cool. It's hilarious. I've never seen that come up before. Amazing. Shoutouts to Dust Animus. Doing good work here. Untapped is just being weird. It often is. Sure, that's an active slot. I should have activated my Vault before that resolved. Oh well. What exactly is their plan here? They just really want to get that mill for to try and set up a Jace, I guess. Anyway. I guess I just rob them for a bunch of cards, maybe. I do have to kill them. Of note. In like a timely fashion. Oh, this is pretty sick with Elishnorn. That was not the bit I was going to say was sick with Elishnorn. I meant that doubling the counters. But, you know, that's pretty cool too, I suppose. I suppose that one's alright. Oh my god, this is so adorable. One, two, three, four. The clock. Yeah, I'm aware. Oh, is Get Lost lethal? It gives us 8 counters. Only deals... Doesn't quite get us there. Cool. Get Lost is would only deal an extra 8 damage here. So... Very normal game. Very normal game for all involved. Whilst your opponent danced on their corpse. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, I think this matchup's probably pretty bad, but we sure did win that game. To be fair, stealing Atraxas, like, that is one of the ways we win this matchup. That's why we have Cruelclaw's Heist, right? Like, Atraxa is just good in our deck, because we have so many answers to find and so many different types. Fire's pretty nice against them. Basically depends on if we get chased or not. This has no discard spells. I think I have to keep, but I really don't like it. Okay, that was a good draw. Alright, they fire off a Duress. They're probably meant to take Volt. Funny as that is. They might take Talent though. Caretakers. Parentheses. Yeah, they do. Okay. I don't really want them knowing I just drew a land, but also it's strictly correct to play the Courtyard. So here we are. Down our Vault. Whale of the Forgotten. That's 2 permanents in the yard. They're going to have 3 total. Cool. I just want to activate my Collector's Vault and see if I can find a Duress. Well, I'm going to store up these treasures. I don't really want to cost anything here anyway. Collector's Vault is such an MVP sometimes. I kind of wonder sometimes if we want a 3rd copy, you know? It's really good at, like, saving your weaker hands. Your more, like, clunky hands. Really good in those situations. I kind of want to suspend this and just make a treasure. Seems pretty good. I guess I could also get Builder's Talent down so I can get back Caretakers soon. Doesn't sound awful. Yeah, let's just go for that. They're not really doing much. Getting back a Caretakers just seems very strong. Yeah, activating Restless Reef. Wild. Oh, I guess this lets them fill their yard for their Squemergence. I did consider having Demo Field open. Maybe I was meant to. Maybe I messed up. Yeah, I guess I did mess up. I get to Kaya them though. That's alright. Really hard to imagine they're ever running into the Sunder after this point. Right, no blocks, we want that to protect our Kaya. We jamming. I could have discarded the Kaya and got her back with Builder's Talent, I guess, but this way I have that access to that for later. Pretty good. Draw 2. Like, this way Kaya is super unkillable. Right, they scry to the top. They're probably getting a Bonnie Power back this turn, but we have a Sunfall in hand and a Kaya in play, so it's not actually a very threatening card in the grand scheme of things. Emergence, yep, that's a Bonnie Power. Cruelclaw's Heist, huh? Solid. Yeah. Casual Pot of Greed every turn. That's just the kind of deck I like to play. I just want to draw 2 every turn. Is that too much to ask for? Drawing 2 is just good living. Alright, that's pretty solid. Alright, let's go ahead and Cruelclaw them. See what they have. Am I meant to gift a card? I think I am. They have so many bangers in that deck. Holy shit. Those are, in fact, all bangers. We can get Lost the Nissa. I don't want to take the Jace. Bonnie is real in that deck. Yeah, I believe it. If I take the Jace, I just get to cast it and plus it this turn. Like, kind of okay. It's also, you know, a terrifying card. Okay. I guess the fear is if they draw a removal spell for my 0/4, they do get to kill my Kaya. If they do that, we just get her back with Builder's Talent, so. They also don't have double green for Nissa yet. Funny. Right, they're killing Kaya this way. This just takes up their whole turn. I just don't care. This is so okay with me. God, I love Kaya. What a card. And now we get her back. All right, how big is the Bo token gonna be if I Kaya it? Six or 1. I'm aware it is one of those two options. I figured out that much already. Yeah, it should be a 1/1 because of the bear friend. Yeah, that's true. I think I just want to exile it. I think that's good. Now, my -2 Jace. Targeting them feels so loose, but I don't want to draw a card. Give me a 1/1. Powerful. 12 cards, and this is like 4. Not that many, but hey. They still do not have double green, seemingly. You love to see. Good old 4-color mana bases. Such a cute little ox. Even has wings. Adorable. How do the rules decide? There's like actual rules for this somewhere. There's like an order things are meant to work in. But yeah, it is like a little bit unintuitive or not obvious or whatever. What if I copy the bow? Then is it large? I just have no idea. It's all so baffling. Oh boy. I kind of don't want them to draw cards. Layers like in a carrot cake, indeed, indeed. He's getting it down a Dust Animus. It's pretty tasty. If I draw 2, I probably hit an untapped land. Maybe. Or it gives them a scry, which feels really loose, but I feel like I really need to be hitting my land drops here. Luck. We have 4.5 minutes. It's fine. Loads of time. This is definitely the weird sequencing. I kind of dig it. Now we have a 4/4 in defense. So they can't attack into. Oh, your own holy cow. Indeed, indeed. And now if they kill Kaya, we just get her back again. It's great. Look at all this wheel spinning. They don't even know we have 2 more Kayas in hand after this second and third Kaya. I guess we actively don't want to demo field them because we can't let them find another forest. Okay. We need to remember that. We've been feeding it regularly, yeah. This is a very well-fed cow. It's feeding in all the grass we built. I feel like they're just meant to crack the clue and look for a green source, right? Desperate times, desperate measures. Alright, they're gonna kill the vault. I'm gonna get to block. Pretty acceptable by me. Didn't really need that vault anymore. Okay, sure. Are they dead? Kill the bunny pal. This is 4. I feel like they're dead, and I'm not smart enough to see how. Anyway, let's start with this. This seems good. I would like to keep the one that can attack this turn. Please and thank you. Get back a Kaya. Yeah, I'm probably about to miss lethal. So, no, I have, I can put them to 1 this turn pretty trivially. I don't know how I put them to 0 though. Anyway, they're not winning, regardless. Live footage of the best deck in Standard. Alas, sorry, I'm probably heading off now. I've been streaming for 5.5 hours. Much longer than I usually do. Did not get to top 1200, but that's okay. We won like, I think we lost 2 matches and won the rest across.